Honestly, I didn't know if I was going to make this video, but I was driving home from my part of my vacation and I said to myself, literally on the highway, I should talk about Fall Guys. Now, of course, before I want to talk about Fall Guys, I just wanted to let you know, in case you didn't, that I stream on Twitch every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you want to talk about Fall Guys, or if you want to see me play Fall Guys, the link will be in the description down below. So let's get into it. So Fall Guys is really like this anomaly, right? But it's one that we've seen before. And I say that, and if you read the title of the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's the same kind of thing that we saw with Rocket League. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, it's honestly, it's a free game, right? If you have PlayStation Plus, it was free for the month of August. It's not anymore. Sorry. September's games are out. It's on Steam, and it was a game that honestly I took as a joke when I first saw it and heard about it. I was like, oh, Fall Guys, what's that? And then all my friends started to talk about it, and it was just like a little buzz here, a little buzz there. More and more people started to talk about it. My friends were like, this is great, you need to play it. So that's what I did. I downloaded it, and on Friday night, a couple weeks ago, I hopped into my buddy Salt's stream, and we played Fall Guys. And it was some of the most fun I had in quite a little bit with a multiplayer game. So now, what I wanted to answer is the question, is Fall Guys the next Rocket League? And honestly, if you think about it, like the potential's there, right? Like it can be. Like Fall Guys could be the next Rocket League. And if you have no idea what Rocket League is, Rocket League was, again, an indie game that launched on PlayStation Plus as the game of the month, and it just took off. And now it's got its own scene, it's got its own, like a whole cult following about Rocket League. I know people that love Rocket League. There's tournaments for Rocket League. People sit there and tell you if you did not download it when it was free that you missed out. And maybe I still haven't played Rocket League, if I'm 100% honest. But it looks fun, right? So I think Fall Guys has that potential. It's a game that, nobody took seriously. Like I said, I didn't take it seriously. But when you play it, I feel like you're one of two people. You either hate it or you just love the crap out of it. I don't think that you can sit there and nitpick a game like Fall Guys and be anywhere in between. Right? I think you're either with the game and you're here for it, or you're just like, it's just not for you, which is fine, to each their own. But that's why I think that it could be the next Rocket League, right? So this game was like, hey, we're a battle royale, but there's no guns, there's no loot boxes, there's no, spawn beacons you gotta run to, there's no dropping, like, it's literally a game show, kind of like America's Ninja Warrior, right? Or Wipeout, or whatever that other show is called, where you are literally this unit. And I say unit because a tweet came out. You are an absolute unit of a jelly bean just waddling amongst a sea of like 60 other jelly beans. And the physics engine is like the greatest part of this because it's the most infuriating thing about this game. But that leads to the hilarity and the fun in it. You've no idea how many times like you're watching a random player or your friend in a match for that matter, and they get hit by just like a spinny thing and they just boom, like skyrocket in flight. They're just gone. Like it's game over until they respawn. And that's so much fun. Like some of the best moments I had playing this game so far are listening to my friends curse like absolute sailors because they're just being ragdolled and ricocheted. So the essential setup is this, right? Like you're this absolute unit, like I said, of a bean, and you just have to qualify every match, right? And it's a lot of it is just obstacles, right? Jump over spinny logs as you progress down an obstacle course. Dodge swinging, Newton cradle style balls, dodge fruit cannons, Then there's some modes that aren't so fun, like when the game decides to split you up into a team and you have to cooperate with people. There's no voice chat unless you're with your friends. So if you're solo, GG, man. You better hope your team's smart, and you gotta like collect eggs and put them in a basket, but the other team can steal your eggs and put them in a basket. You can play soccer, which is like, Rocket League if you, again, were like a ball and just waddled everywhere. But a lot of it's just obstacle courses. There's a memory matching game, which is, it's okay. You have to like trust people. And if you don't remember it and you see like a horde of people going to one of two things is going to happen. That's going to be the tile you need to be on, or it's not going to be the right tile and it's going to disappear and you're all just going to get disqualified. But besides that, it's just fun. It's bright, it's colorful. Especially, see, I feel like we're still at that point in gaming where colorful games are still they're rarity, right? They're not the commodity, right? Remember like if you go back and you remember the time in like 2012, at the height of Call of Duty, at the height of the first person shooter age. It's the age of battle royales, and it's the age of open world games. So if you go back to 2012, anywhere between 2008 to 2012, everything was dark, everything was gritty. If it had color in it, it was a kid's game, and you didn't want that. Now there's a lot more color in games, but that doesn't necessarily mean, in my opinion, of course. And if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. There's color in games, but I still feel like there aren't a lot of colorful games. And what I mean by that is games like, Fall Guys. This game is literally, your character can be like a two-tone of colors, and it's like the most pastel. It's like the Pusheen pastel, Jeffree Star hot pink like color explosion. I should clarify, Nintendo's got a lot of the colorful games. I'm talking about on other modern consoles. So, you could be like bubblegum color and you'll just be like cotton candy blue on the top and cotton candy pink on the bottom. You could be watermelon green and red, blue and orange, stuff like that. And on top of that, you have designs that your character can have, which, is really cool. You can have like heart boxers, or you could have like pirate compasses all over your, body or whatever. You have costumes. One of my favorites is, we call, if you're on the internet, the glizzy. There's just these giant jelly beans dressed up like hot dogs, just making their way downtown, trying to grab a floating crown. There's wolves. It's Attack of the Furries. March of the Pigeons. And you see a bunch of people in pigeon costumes. So essentially, you go about your obstacle courses and everything, and the farther you get in the competition, the more courses and challenges you qualify in, the more currency you get. And now there is a battle pass, and they're doing the season model, which again, year of the battle, age of the battle royale, age of the season pass, age of the seasons, right? But none of it's intrusive. There's no loot box. There's no like, I could get a chance to get the pigeon head. It's like, no, dummy, level up. Play the game, you level up, because you're always getting currency, right? The further you get, the better you do, the more currency you get. But you're always, even if you lose, the first round, if you lose, they give you like, 50, I think they call them kudos. They give you like 50 kudos. They're like, here, kid, go buy a bubblegum. Go buy a gumball. Are gumball machines still a thing? So then you do that, you level up, you get more paints, you get more skins, you get more costumes, you get all this stuff, and that's really all it is. It's like those three. Oh, and there's emotes. Like you can emote, you can like wave, dance or something, that's it. There's a store. The store is very interesting. It's much like Crash Team Racing's store. And what I mean by that is it rotates like most of these stores do. I don't know why I'm comparing it to Crash Team Racing, because I think Apex does it too. Probably Fortnite as well. Call of Duty does it, but they do like bundles. So the store rotates. Like you have a store that you can buy currency. Microtransactions exist. So The game is $20 normally, so however you want to feel about that, you can. But if you got it for free on PlayStation, you didn't pay for a thing. So I'm still not going to spend money. I mean, I already spend money in Destiny. I'm not going to spend money anywhere else. So you could buy currency to then buy things from the store, and they have a daily selection of like different paints and different costumes and stuff, which you can buy. Or they have a DLC store, which I assume has more costumes and stuff in it. I've never looked at it. And, at Gamescom, they were like, Season 2's coming. It's going to be medieval themed. You can dress up as a knight, probably a dragon, cool things like that. So Season 2's on its way, which means people like the game. The developers already said they didn't think this was going to take off. Like, they honestly just released this game. They did not know it was going to be what it is. And it's just taking the internet by storm. So I personally think this is the next Rocket League. I think Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout is here to stay. And I don't think it's going anywhere. Is it going to dethrone all these other battle royales? No, because it's not a shooter. It's an obstacle course game, But it's definitely here. It's made a name for itself. It's got people talking, and it's got a community behind it now. I think it's definitely going to be here to stay for a good while. I don't want to say indefinitely because games never have an indefinite shelf life, unless you're Kingdom Hearts 2. That game is immaculate, and it will always be immaculate. But yeah, let me know what you think about Fall Guys. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you're new around here, don't forget to click the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ding that little notification bell to know when I post a new video. Other than that, I hope you are enjoying Fall Guys or whatever game you're currently playing, and I will see you next time.